welcome collectives. My name is Ora-gen and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another reading, no matter what time of day it is. I'm super glad that you are here. Well, I want to start out today, guys, by saying happy Saturday. That is the day this video was recorded. And just for reference point, the video was recorded on Saturday, September 21st, so 9/21 of 24. So in case you've been seeing numbers like these or those numbers feel connected for you. Also, a lot of really interesting things going on in our world right now, but a couple of them that came across my virtual desk that I zeroed in on, I think this week or last, is that we have some sort of, or our planet has some sort of very large asteroid or something that is like gotten caught up in our gravitational pull and is like hanging out with us in orbit. And I think in the article I read, it's something, they're referring to it as something that looks like a second moon or something like that. Now, I don't know why an asteroid that's just a chunk of an asteroid would be illuminated or look like a moon. That I don't get. I can't really speak to that. And the article didn't really explain that either. But maybe if some of you know what's going on with that and have more information on why that is, definitely feel free to leave that in the comments. Also, there was something came across my desk about, what was it? It was like, oh yeah, our ionosphere. So something's going on with the ionosphere, and I think it was, if I remember the article correctly, it had something to do with solar flares and how those are hitting or affecting the ionosphere. And I might be getting some of this wrong, so once again, if you understand better, please feel free to put it in the chat. You're more than welcome. But that due to that, like places as far as California, I think it is, would be able to see the aurora borealis or those lights. So a lot of really interesting stuff happening in our world at this time. And on top of that, there's just been a really strong energy. A lot of people have been picking up on, like, for some people, it's coming across almost as like, I want to say emotional, like feeling strong emotions coming up within oneself or noticing that others are dealing with that at this time. Emotional response to things, past experiences, trauma, pivotal experiences coming up in some form where, you know, if you resonate with this, you might be experiencing strong emotions. Just like at some point in your day, you're just sitting there and all of a sudden you feel a lump in your throat and you're like, what? I'm fine. I'm just sitting here. But there's clearly like something processing, or you're feeling an energy that is reflecting or mirroring like upset, hurt, or something like that, and you're picking up on it. And you might even like, for some of you might even like return to sender. I don't know. That's coming through. Some of you might be like, get that off of me, and then notice that it goes, but still it's very clear that the emotion that was associated with it was like hurt or upset. So definitely a good time period to just like take a few extra deep breaths, you know, choose activities and processes after work or your day or whatever, where you get a moment to just regulate and simmer down, so that way you can focus on, you know, your healing and integrating work, which it's coming through. That's going to be really beneficial for those of you who resonate, you know, with this part of the video. Okay, so I am going to today, there is a download I need to take care of. I literally just hit record and just hopped on here, guys. I'm not even lying. I've been up like till 3 a.m. 2 nights in a row. I'm taking a certification course, and I had to do a pre-certification, little Palo Santo for you. I had to do a pre-certification certification, and so it required me to like wrap it up within a certain time frame. So I've literally been up 2 nights in a row, haven't felt like eating a whole bunch, just kind of go kind of energy. And I've just been making myself take moments to sit and integrate, kind of just take a moment. So long and short, I hopped on here today like, you know what, I need to launch a video. It's Saturday. I'm done with, you know, my daily activities and my career-based things for the day, because I do deal with those on Saturday as well. And I was like, let me just get on here and just put something up here for the collective. So I think what I'm going to do today is just like a general reading, just picking up on energy, maybe picking up on these energies that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Maybe that's where I'll focus and kind of see how that's coming through for the collective. So we'll just kind of do an energy check-in, and then I'll come back and upload the download, which I do need to take care of. I want to make sure I release that in a timely manner for whomever needs to hear it. So let's go into an energy check-in today. I have a few different decks with me. I figured we would pull some archetypal energy. That seems to be like coming through really strong. A lot of archetypal energies. We're going to pull something from here, the Shadow Work deck, and then the Pink Tarot. So let's go ahead and clear out the space, guys. I definitely want to ring my meditation bell. So if you have a sound sensitivity, please feel free to turn the volume on your device down now. Wow, guys, that was like much needed. And if you haven't had a chance today to take a nice deep inhalation, a nice deep exhalation, please take that with me, because I know many of you in the collectives are very busy right now, and not with just random busy work, but like you are focusing on specific things, and a lot of you are engaging with new opportunities. So this might be layer caking, and what I mean by that is like you might be working your job or your career, however you like to refer to it, and you might also be engaging with new opportunities at the same time. I'm doing the same thing right now too. So this can lead to late nights, early mornings, and a day filled with multiple types of activities. So please be sure to take time to focus in on each activity as you're doing it, so you're not like diffusing your energy and dispersing it in a way where it's not as effective. That's coming through really strong in the energy, that people really need to focus on whatever they are doing in that moment, really direct and focus on that energy in the moment. And then when you're done with that task, move on to the next task and really focus in on that. Let me grab my fan, guys. Hold on one second. It's stupid hot, but I'm really happy that it's hot, so I'm not turning the AC on, because it won't be too much longer and it'll be fall in Michigan. So I just want to enjoy it while I can, but it does get a little hot. Okay, so yes, that's some messaging coming through. I do have the story cubes here with me today, so I do want to pull some energy from there. So guys, let's go on ahead and jump into the energy here. Just asking you to clear the space so that only high vibrational energies and support, including my spirit team, might remain to assist with clarity and understanding, making sure that the messages that need to come through, so that those of the collective that need to hear these messages will be able to understand them and hear them. And of course, all energies are lower vibrational energies that are hindering, blocking, meant to resist the energy must be removed at this time. And so it must be. Okay, let's go on ahead and grab some archetypal energy. and we're going to read from the guidebook. Guys, if you have some cool water, some ice, you know, something refreshing for your throat, it's kind of dry, feel free to bring that into the space, and we're just going to tap into this energy here. You're going to hear me sipping because it's been so dry. It's actually kind of humid, but for some reason my throat's been dry. Might be something going on with some of y'all with throat chakra energy. Also something in the energy about fumbling with words, like trying to communicate something and it's like you're not finding the words, or you have the words but they're coming out kind of like jumbled or mispronounced, I think is what I'm trying to say. It's like you have mush mouth or something going on where you don't feel like you're able to speak clearly like you normally would when you're trying to express yourself. Some of you might be dealing with that at this time. It has to do with the energies. Definitely has to do with the energies. Okay, let's just give these one more shuffle. Per usual, the decks are pre-shuffled and charged, but for those of you who are new to the channel, and welcome, thank you so much for being here. I got to do my gratitudes and shout outs. Welcome back for subscribers, new subscribers. Love you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the space. But I always pre-shuffle and charge, and then I shuffle on camera, just so that way you guys can see that I'm not just pulling cards, you're seeing the energy work, okay? So definitely, if you've been loving the energy here at the Ora-gen channel, please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely hit the all button, because unless you do that, YouTube may or may not send you regular announcements that videos are coming out. That's something that I've learned. So definitely hit the subscribe and the all button, and you'll get all of the notifications, okay? Not just the ones they feel like sending out. Oops. Okay. Wow, guys, look at this right off the cuff. The Healer. That is your energy for today. What's on the, look at on the bottom of the deck. The Mother. Okay. This is whomever in the collective is resonating with today's message, this energy that's coming through. You are a healer, and you are also like having this divine mother energy. So you're very caring, very nurturing. Maybe you're like a Cancer, you know, or you have it in your chart, or it's in your energy. Something here about an energy that's very healing, that cares for others. Others feel drawn to you because of this nurturing energy that you have. And then you utilize that to make an opening or a way to heal. Because here we have like, I don't know if that's a crystal, stone, or an egg with crystals or stones, but it's giving me that rebirth energy as well. Because you have the eggs here, the nest, and you're like the hand here tending to the nest. And then there's a pearl right in here. Because of your nurturing gifts and abilities, it's like of high value, and it draws in beautiful opportunities for you, whomever resonates with this, of value. That's that pearl of high value or great value, and you're really nurturing it and growing it, and it's going to turn into this beautiful nest egg for you. For some of you, I'm hearing a nest egg, like abundance and financial abundance and wealth or money, something coming in that you'll be able to save, put away to help grow whatever it is that you're working on or working with. And your healer abilities that you have will more than likely be part of whatever this is that is coming in for you, or that you are presently working on. I'm going to go ahead and just, yeah, look at this energy. Look at this mothering energy. Look at the womb. Yeah, whoever is resonating with this message is like really powerful in their feminine energy. They're caring for, nurturing for, healing, growing new energies inside of their, you know, their womb, in a sense, that energetic metaphor for a place of birth and growth. This is where you all are at this time. It's like the universe is really taking you in and is helping you to go through these last stages here so you can really step into the fullest sense of your manifestation. That's really amazing energy coming out. I'm super glad I just went on ahead and just pulled the archetypal energy today. That's really powerful. So we have the healer and the mother. Let's go on ahead and see if we can't read what is coming through here on these cards. Let's see. The healer. Oh, okay, here goes the heal. No, that's the heart. Well, it's a lot of this nesting energy. Okay, the healer. Okay, guys. So that's this card right here. I'm just going to hold it up. This one says, though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember to return to and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and dis-ease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. Yeah, so this symbol right here, see how the snake, the three-headed snake, is coming around full circle to its own tail. So it's like that continuous loop. You know, a few things that I picked up on here in, you know, the reading for the healer, which, by the way, in the upright means self-contained, grateful, and awake. If it's in reverse, it means tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. So there's a real encouragement here that has to do, once again, with that awakening energy. That's been coming up strong, that this is a time period when so many people are tapping in and tuning in to their truest nature, their truest form, i.e. what it is they are here to do, not what they're being told they must do, need to do, or if you don't do this, this will happen. Like who they actually are, their truest form and nature. So we're talking about higher self, soul path. Always we're talking about that. But we're also talking about how this plays into new earth energies that are really popping up in the hearts and minds of people as they start to consider these types of topics within themselves. So what's coming through in the reading here is that there's so many different approaches and ways of engaging with healing. And this healing isn't just about the internal with self. It also has to do with healing associated with in our space, in our timeline, in our world, in our families, in our communities, wherever it is that we are utilizing these gifts of healing. How that really plays out. There's so many different ways and so many different opportunities and so many different kinds of people to work with. It's almost limitless, all of the different ways we can use this archetypal healing energy. And part of the veil being lifted is recognizing that fact that there's so many different ways to tap into this archetypal energy. So this is why we're all born with it. It's an innate archetypal energy from source. We all have an aspect of healer in us. This is why when we fall and scrape our knee, we don't get up and put a blowtorch on it. We get up and put a Band-Aid on it. It's like we would say, oh, that's self-preservation. That's common sense. Yes, but that is also that archetypal healer energy that naturally exists within you for self-preservation and for self-healing. Maybe some of us are more tapped into it than others. Maybe some of us ignore it, but it's there. So whomever resonates with this message, you've really been able to tap into this energy. And as a matter of fact, you've been able to do this so much so that you're beginning to notice the strangeness and the oddity of our experience here. That's because the veil is lifting. And you're looking at things like flipping like the Truman Show and going, what is that? What is that? What is that? There's a reason for that. The more we tap into this kind of energy here, or energies associated with healing or a higher self, the more the veil is lifted, removed, thinned, however you want to word that. This is super huge. So that's coming in strong in the energy. This is something that those of you who resonate with today's message are actually working with these energies presently. Not only that, they have something to do with the gifts, tools, assets, abilities, opportunities that are here for you, coming in or have already arrived. It's because you're working with this archetypal energy of healer, and you're starting to see things differently because the veil is lifting. This is allowing you to tap further into these energies, and this is drawing, abundance for you. So continue with whatever it is you're doing here. That's coming in strong. Wow. Let's go on ahead and let's do some shadow work, and then we'll get into tarot, maybe some story cubes. Let's put this here. Guys, I can't even believe I'm conscious after being up 2 nights in a row. And 3 a.m. isn't the worst. It's 3 a.m. and studying. I can't even believe I'm conscious. I don't even feel tired. That's probably because of all this coffee I've been drinking, honestly. I mean, it could just be that I'm feeling good and energized and charged. I don't want to take that away from myself, but also it could be because of the coffee, because I have a coffee here, like an espresso with almond milk, so that could be part of it. Oh, goodness. That has been a thing that's been happening recently, is cards spilling everywhere. Whenever I see that energy, I really get in the mindset of, big energy, big abundance energy. It's so big, it's spilling all over the place. And we know big energies can go a few different ways, Sometimes it's big abundance, and sometimes it's just big energy that we're processing. Either way, definitely there's some messaging coming through about the importance of, taking moments when you're noticing or feeling or experiencing big energy. Don't just try to push past it. Actually take a moment, even if you're at work or whatever, stop, take a deep breath, pause, get yourself regulated, and then continue on with whatever it is you're doing. So that message has been coming in strong because there's so much of that energy. Okay, dark reflection. Dark reflection. So this one says, when you look into the abyss looks back. Look at this, truth seeking and liberation. What was I just talking about with the healer energy? And looking into things, facing things, healing things, your perception, your viewpoint, the way you see things changing, the veil lifting, liberation. This is where this is where a lot of you are right now. You're seeing some things and you're going, well, we need to shift that. We need to change that. That's not right. I'm not going to go into what the things are. You are seeing things more clearly, and maybe even having some strong emotional response to the things that you are recognizing that are imbalanced. You might even be a person who's truth-telling and calling it out. Well, that's not right. That's unjust. What is that? Or, hey, I never noticed that. You might even be doing that. So there might be some emotion attached to your discovery due to like the way you are able to see things more clearly now. There might be some emotion there too. So, you know, keep that in mind. But there's something here about your gifts, the truth, seeking, and liberation. Whomever resonates with this message, that once again, I'm getting that leadership energy coming through. There are quite a few of you in the collective that are moving into leadership roles of some kind. But when you look into the abyss looks back. So there's something here too about looking into all aspects of self, really understanding why it is that you view things or see things the way that you do. Don't just skim over it. Whomever resonates with this message, you've come too far to skim over anything. It's like, you know, it's like stepping in out of the matrix and then trying to act like everything's normal. No, it's too late. You already see everything. So you have to keep, you know, you have to be mindful. I wanted to say keep going. You have to be mindful now at this point. When you start to notice things that feel like out of alignment or out of whack or whatever, you can't just disregard that and skim over it. You're going to feel very strongly about that. So if you've been doing that instead of like addressing some things that you're seeing, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed because there's so much truth coming out at once. Don't ignore it. Take more time out for self-care and integration so you can process. It's one thing to ask, I want to see what the truth of the matter is, and then to see it and then get overwhelmed and just shut down on everything. It's quite another to want to know and understand things and then take the time. And I don't care if it means taking more time than you usually take. It might require that. But taking the time to integrate and process and to do that self-care work while you are stepping into these new areas of understanding. That's going to be super important. Yeah, sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. I can't make it up. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. What did I just talk about? I mean, that's the obvious. That's obvious, especially the way that came out. Yeah, break the chains. If there's something there that you're involved with, engaging with regularly, consistently, and it feels toxic, out of alignment, draining, break the chains on that, release that. Especially as you all here who resonate with this message are awakening. Certain past behaviors, people, places, things, activities may no longer feel in alignment. Please acknowledge that. Acknowledge your higher self when you're getting messaging about that. Don't just push through it. That's for your own good. You're going to drain yourself. It's like putting a hole in your own tire. Engage in activities, processes, tools that feel connective, supportive, not things that feel draining. So some of you might need to actually start looking at new ways to like engage with hobbies or entertainment, maybe releasing some habits that you have, whatever it is. But there's something here about honoring your limits. You know, also if you notice that you're feeling more tired right in here because of all of the new, you know, understandings, exploration, opportunities, just being busy generally, don't try to push yourself to do things for people that you were able to do in the past, because where you were in the past is not where you are now. And so it might be very draining for you. You need to set some better boundaries. Be assertive about those boundaries when it comes to your self-care, because that's important. Who else is going to care for you if you won't care for you? Super important. All right, Spirit, what else do we have for collective here on shadow work? Let's get a little more energy, maybe like one or two more, because the shadow work is good today. Okay, that one wanted to pop out. Oh, okay. Okay, so defensive and emotional release. What were we talking about at the beginning of the video about emotions right now? what some of you might be feeling. There is some deep healing work going on in the collective. Are you feeling defensive about something? Is your guard up about something? Or maybe you guarded with your emotions, and so you don't allow yourself to feel and release. You are being encouraged here to really do that reflection work, okay? And engage with that self-care. Be assertive about your boundaries, but don't be assertive with yourself about allowing yourself to feel. Somebody's guard is up in relation to feeling what's there. You need to open up in those areas so that way you can heal. I don't know, grab a pillow and scream in it. Go outside and go for a run. You know, jump up and down on the earth barefoot. Go hug a tree. Go somewhere where it's really quiet and sing really loudly. Use your voice, because we see this person's using their voice to express emotion or to emote. There's a lot here that needs to come out, or needs to heal, or needs to be released. And so that's part of the work that you all are doing, and it's super important that you do that work. It has to do with the roles that you'll be stepping into and the work that you're here to do. Let's put that guy right there. It has to do with that work. It could even be that, you know, part of that truth seeking and liberation comes from doing it within yourself as well. A lot of times when we talk about energy work and readings, we talk about the way external things are, or external energies are affecting us. But sometimes we forget to talk about the inner work that was already there. Like, how could that external thing have affected us so greatly if there wasn't already something there in the energy that was sensitive? Where did it come from? What is it connected to? That's what I'm talking about. Like, going all the way back to root emotional energy and taking time to heal through it. And if you need support with that, like, that's okay, you know? Counseling, therapy. I know some of these things that have to do with energy work is kind of hard to talk with, you know, a standardized mental health professional. But, you know, maybe a life coach, or like a spiritualist, or, you know, whatever it is for whomever resonates with this message. But definitely there's some energy here that needs to be healed and released that you need to reflect on. Wow, confirmation. Let your guard down and allow yourself to release. Wow. Let's pull a little bit from Pink Tarot, and then we're going to grab some story cubes. There goes one there. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is, I know what this energy is. Okay. Yeah. Tower, upright. So, sudden change, upheaval, and chaos. Yeah, so this right here, the fact that this came out following this energy and the discussion I just had, you know, Spirit is listening. So I'm getting an indicator here that for some of you, having to do this emotional work, which has to do with your gifts and abilities and, you know, your nurturing way of being, okay? Might have even been that there's some boundaries or things that got damaged, invaded, crossed while you were trying to help others. Not even trying to, you were constantly, whoever this is such a nurturing energy. This is somebody who's constantly trying to help others or is helping others. maybe others aren't responsive in the way that you would like them to be, or maybe they flat out did some things that were hurtful, right? Maybe that's how you're feeling about some of the things that happened to you when you had an open heart. Maybe you're defensive now because of those things. I don't know, just some other ways we can look at this energy here, right? Maybe your boundaries, you weren't treating them as sacred. Maybe you had kind of open boundaries. And that's why some of this stuff happened. But the fact that the Tower came out after that, that's telling me that, you know, whatever you went through or having to go through this healing process is very difficult for you. But I do want to drop a note here that this is going to bring sudden change. Like going through this work of healing, addressing what's there, acknowledging it, feeling it, you know, allowing yourself to move through the emotions and then releasing. It's going to bring sudden change, but it's the good kind of sudden change. You're going to feel like a new person when you release whatever this is. And it's also going to lead you to this full awakening. Like, I'm talking about a makeover in the sense of, like, you're going to be unrecognizable to your former self. Like, well, maybe not to your former self. You'll always know who you are, but to others, you'll be unrecognizable in energy, in your energy signature. You know, new spiritually, new financially, new emotionally, even new physically. Because when we are feeling good internally, that equates to better physical health. Some of you have been dealing with, you know, emotional distress, pain, trauma associated with whatever this is, whomever resonates with this, you know, so this is how you've been feeling. But that time is over. Like, you just allow yourself to do this work and to heal, to release. And you have some beautiful change coming, like some things that you probably wouldn't even imagine were coming your way, associated with your new understanding, your new way of seeing things. And it has to do with the gifts. That whomever resonates with this message, your gifts that have to do with healing and supporting others, caring for others, nurturing others, you are a healer. Some of you might even be like a Reiki practitioner, energy work, ancestral work, past life work. You might be a reader, like a card reader, or you might be an energy reader. You know, there's some energy here with healing. You're a very powerful healer, whomever this is. And you have some really great opportunities up ahead of you, and it's because of who you are as a person. You may have looked at that as a detriment in the past, but because you're such a powerful healer, these opportunities are specifically meant for you because of who you are. Your uniqueness is actually your ace. Okay, Four of Wands. Yep. Celebration and joy, harmony, marriage. This is what I'm talking about. This Tower has actually brought this. You've grown and evolved. This was just a lesson for you to learn, for you to pick up new tools because of what's coming. And I've been mentioning, like, some of you are going to have like new soul tribe family coming in, people that you can relate with energetically, of like mind. You're going to be in a celebration mode here very soon. You might be an Aries or a fire sign. Fire is on the table twice. No, you might be a fire sign, have it aspected in your chart or in your energy. And some of you will be meeting new life partners. And I'm talking about people that you can spend your life with as a partner, however you want to do that. Marriage, best friend, soulmate, companion, however you look at that topic. A lot of you will have new people coming in that once again you can have the kind of relationship with that will be upbuilding and supportive and feel like give and take. A lot of you have been in relationships that were not give and take because they were with people who you weren't energetically aligned with. And a lot of you are single because of that. That's changing. That also could be part of this tower. A lot of you left relationships that were not energetically, you know, balanced. And for some of you, it could be a past person that's coming in that has done the work, is healing, or is offering to come back, right? And they want a brand new start with you, and they're ready to do the work, or they've been doing the work. But you'll have to look at the situation and see if the person's really healed. That's something you'd have to do. Number 16 and number 4 on the table. We have number 14 on the table. We have temperance, upright. Yeah, you're going to be experiencing balance, harmony, more joy, more of that energy, purpose, finding your meaning, like what it is you're here to do. Those cups will be full. Tapped into your spiritual gifts and abilities. A lot of nature energy here as well. Fire is on the table 3 times. Someone listening to this message, or someone that will be listening to this message, is definitely a fire sign. You might also be a Sagittarius, have it in your chart or in your energy. Wow, you guys have, like, after this, all this emotional upheaval stuff, just simply because of who you are, your archetypal energy. Because, like, you know, if we break it down this way, here we go. This is who you are here. This is your archetypal energy here. You're a healer. You're compassionate. You care for others. You're a nurturer. You're tapped into that mothering archetypal energy, right? That's your gift. That's your pearl. It's something very precious. You're very precious. Whomever resonates with this message, you are very precious. Please know that. It is seen. The universe sees that. You've been through some things that you are still processing. It has caused you to become defensive or guarded. And it's felt like a tower. Like, why am I dealing with all this? I'm just trying to help people. What is this energy constantly coming at me? That type of energy. But you're being told that you have a season of celebration and joy and harmony coming, or it is already here. You're going to experience balance, harmony, purpose, finding your meaning. This is a beautiful reading, guys. Let me see. We got a card wants to pop here. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. This is what you came from. A cold energy, getting bad advice, manipulation, moodiness. Yeah, this is what you all were dealing with. This is what was associated with this tower. I see a relationship here for a lot of you. Fire is on the table again, or you might be a water sign. You also might be an Aquarius or a Pisces. Or maybe your people that you were dealing with were Aquarius or Pisces. Take the energy how it resonates. But whatever this past relationship or interaction was, it was some kind of a relationship. Because it was some body, person, place, or thing that you were dealing with. And this is how you feel about it. It was cold. It was manipulative. It wasn't loving. It felt like a tower. It was a tower. But you were meant to learn something from it. You know the saying, some people are in our life for a reason or a season. Looks like they were in your life for a reason and a season. But, you know, we learn what we learn and we make peace with things. We feel what's there and acknowledge it, understand why we feel strongly about something, and then we release. That is the only pathway to healing. If we continue churning the same energies over and over again, we will be stuck. That's a fact, because you haven't released the energy. But it looks like you all are doing that. You know, you're releasing that energy, you're working on it, you're getting confirmation through this video today. Keep up the work, you're on the right path. You're doing it. It's amazing. It's going to bring you balance, moderation, patience, harmony. You're going to feel those things you want to feel in your life because you're doing that work. Any other messages for the collective here? Wow. You guys are just, I mean, really, you guys are on path. Very precious energy. This healer energy is very precious. Yeah, Five of Swords. You're avoiding conflict and disagreements. Somebody was competing with you, maybe? I don't know. I'm not even going to put that in that pile. It's ignorant energy. Somebody might be an air sign or an Aquarius. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but it sounds ignorant. Ignorant meaning like, if that's what you come into somebody's space energetically to do, is to like get beef going and put your sword up, like, you are not very knowledgeable. You are not in an energy of knowingness. It's like you don't know, or you're intentionally doing something that creates conflict. Either way, it is a form of ignorance, because if you really understood, whomever, hopefully, you know, nobody, I mean, and if somebody watching the video does resonate with that, you know, it's okay, learn from it. It's all right. But, you know, anybody in that energy is definitely dealing with ignorance, because if a person in that energy knew and understood what they're doing to their own energy by behaving in that way, they wouldn't do it. Everything is cyclical with energy. What we put out comes back. You wouldn't do that. So it looks like for those of you who resonate with this message here, collective, you know, you might have been dealing with some conflict that literally made you feel like this. Maybe it was the relationship. Maybe it was friend groups. I don't know. But definitely, like, that tower brought you to calmer waters, or is bringing you calmer waters. It's only a tower because it's a sudden change. But it's a change for the better. Trust and believe. Like, just stick with it. You're moving to calmer waters. Or you already have. Two of Cups. Yeah. Once again, the partnership is coming out. Marriage, business partnerships, friendships, soul tribes. Somebody might be a water sign or a Cancer, have it in their chart. Or maybe your person, maybe you've already met your person, is a water sign or Cancer. I mentioned earlier, I felt like this, that, you know, you might also be a Cancer because of the nurturing energy here. It's totally possible. But you're going to have mutual attraction. Remember I talked about that 50-50 energy? See? They're both holding the cup up. That's what it's going to feel like. These new relationships, these new partnerships, that's what it's going to feel like for you. And that's what you deserve. Look at the person you are. Look at your archetypal energy. That's, of course, what you deserve. Chariot. This is moving quickly, or this person or these people, partnerships are moving towards you quickly, or you are moving towards them quickly. You're on the go, go, go. Yeah. Once again, Cancer on the table. Yep. There's a fire sign and a Cancer involved in this reading for sure. If you hear this reading, let it serve as confirmation for you. This is coming quickly. It's coming quickly to you, or it's already here. One of the two. We got a Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah. There's some sort of retreat, withdrawal. Maybe you all are in a place where you're sitting off to the side contemplating what you want. Cancer on the table again. Water sign. Whomever resonates with this message, you might be sitting back and contemplating what it is you want. Or waiting for the right thing because you're looking for something in particular. Please know, because that's coming out following the Chariot. It's coming quickly. It's like the way these two cards came out. This one came out first. It's like it's on its way to you. You're sitting there thinking, contemplating. It's on its way. Hang in there. It's right at the end, right when you're the closest. That's when the ground feels like it's crumbling beneath you, or when you feel the most hopeless, or when you feel like, oh, nothing's ever going to happen, or when you start to feel anxiety, fear, whatever. That's that confirmation. That's that moment. Like, but it's coming in fast. So Hang tight. Don't give up. You're almost there. Or for some of you, you're already there. You know, this could be past, present, or future energy. Please keep that in mind because it's a timeless reading. I want to pull something from the story cubes here, and then we're going to wrap the reading up. Really great energy today. Super proud of you guys and all the work that you're doing. You're doing a phenomenal job. Okay, let's see what we have in the story cubes. I'm going to throw some story cube energy. Uh-oh, that's not what I meant to do. But maybe that's what needed to happen. I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's see what fell here. Oh, that's interesting. Well, now I know why that happened. Okay, let me just get a little more information here and I'll read you what I have. That's really interesting. What else, Spirit? What else do we have? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we have stranger, gentle, calm, midsummer, disillusionment. Well, we've been talking about the fact that whomever is resonating with this message definitely feels like the veil is lifting. And they might be dealing with some emotions and just general processing and integrating due to, like, you know, it's like somebody takes your sunglasses off and the sun's like full blazing in front of you. Like it might be kind of like blinding for a minute. So you have to adjust. So I feel like some of you might have been experiencing like a disillusionment type energy because of the way that you believed your world or the people in your life or the situations around you to be, and now understanding what it really is. So that might be what that's related to. This Five of Swords energies and manipulative energies and things that cause you emotional upset. Okay, understanding what that truly is. But there's something here, and this might be a time frame, midsummer. Or it could also indicate like a timeline, like definitely midsummer is an actual timeline, like taking it like on a technical level, like midsummer. So I don't know what that would be, like June or July or something like that, mid-July. But it also could mean like where you are in your journey, like midsummer. Like you're almost there. Confirmation. That's interesting. Something about a gentle and calm stranger. A gentle and calm stranger. That's interesting. But we have been talking about new relationships coming in, right? We've actually been discussing that. Maybe by midsummer, this person is coming in. Maybe they have some information for you on something that you've been disillusioned about. That is also possible, that somebody could be coming in to bring some clarity on something that you were upset about, to help you thin the veil some more. Oh, wow, that's strong energy. Yeah. Could be. So that being the case, at least when this video is recorded, it's September. So we're at the end of summer. Maybe this is past energy. Maybe it's already happened, or maybe it will be whenever you see this video, whomever this resonates with, you know, the following midsummer or the upcoming midsummer time period. But there's some truth that you were disillusioned about. It's going to be made clear to you. And there's going to be a stranger. So this is somebody you don't know. Maybe you know of them, but you don't know them. And when I think about this Chariot energy, it's giving me somebody's getting ready to come to you and share some details of something or share something with you that's going to help you have more clarity on something you were upset about. And their energy is gentle and calm. And this is irregardless of gender. Their energy is gentle and calm, such that maybe you'll be more inclined to talk with them or to trust them or to at least hear what they have to say on whatever this topic is. So looks like you all have somebody coming in very quickly here. And it could be your soulmate, your partner, your life partner. I don't know. Somebody's getting ready to tell you something. Wow. What an amazing reading. Love the archetypal energy. Keep up the good work. I don't think I need to reiterate anything. Like, I think it's really clear here that you need to just keep focusing on the healing work. And please know anything that feels like a tower or has felt like a tower, you know, has only served to help enliven and awaken your gifts. It is because of the things that you've been through that you are now moving into this new era and, you know, evolving spiritually, you know, with your gifts and the opportunities that are coming your way. So I want to thank you all definitely for being here with me for this read. It was supposed to be a quick read, but I say that and then it's like an hour. You know how it goes. But I just love being in space with you all. Please like, share, and subscribe if you resonated with the video. If you have comments, feel free to leave them below. You can also send me an email to request a reading or to chat with me privately through my email, and that is in the description box. And definitely when you like, share, subscribe, it helps me to be able to pick up on the energies better, so I'm more likely